welcome back to Jeff Koinange live on the road in Thika, right off the Garissa Highway. What a story. Caleb Karuga, 34 years old. And I tell you, if there's anything he hasn't done in farming, it hasn't been invented. He's done it all. Tried, failed, tried again, failed again. And look at him now. Literally smiling all the way to the bank with these chickens here, by the way. There are about 1,500 of these here, and he has plenty more across the country, depending on where the market is. That's where he goes. And of course, he does vegetable farming as well. You need to listen to the story. Start tweeting, keep tweeting at Caleb Karuga, at Koinange Jeff, the hashtag Ukulima Sio
Ushamba.
Ushamba. I love it.
Thank you.
Man, what a story. Recovering quail addict,
Yes,
quail farmer.
Quail farmer, yes. I read articles, like everyone does, that quail farming is the in thing. And I made a business decision based on a 2-minute, 30-second story on television. Because young people, we are very impressionable. We get impressed very easily. So like, oh man, this guy has a quarter of an acre, has 5,000 quails, and is earning how much?
Yes.
I thought, I'm going to be the next because I have an acre. I'm going to do it bigger and better than you.
And one quail egg was going for 50 shillings or something.
50? 150 shillings, Jeff.
One quail egg?
Oh, yes.
How many omelets, how many eggs do you need for an omelet?
Like 100 probably. And we did the math and we were building castles in the air. I'd seen myself living somewhere in Runda next to someone big.
Yes, yes.
I'd seen my Range Rover over Finch. I'd seen it white in color. I'd seen it, everything mapped out.
Yes.
But what I didn't know and what most young people don't first look at is there was no quail egg or quail meat consuming culture. When's the last time you ate quail egg?
I can't remember.
You can't even
in
remember.
Some fancy restaurant somewhere, not even in Kenya probably.
You know, but I got into it because of the promise of the money. And I did my 3,000 quails. Yes, I want to make money quickly. I want to be the next millionaire. But the bubble burst.
Right.
I was opening the cages for the birds to fly where they're not. Because you're feeding them and no one is buying quails.
Oh.
Because we were at the breeding stage. We were not at the consuming stage. We never hit consumption.
No.
We had not even looked at how many people are going to be eating our quail eggs and quail meat. We don't have a culture, but we have a culture of consuming Kenyaji chicken.
Correct.
But not quails. It's a bar.
And yet, you were trying, or people were trying to change a culture. Is that what we were trying to do?
That's what you're trying to do.
To tell them that it's healthy for you.
Yes, it's libido and what have you. I was telling people that because that's what I read.
Right.
But it's just we were selling a hype. Because it was sold to us.
Yes.
And we joined the bandwagon. We hadn't done a serious market research. And that's where people go wrong. Just because something looks good on television, I know how to sex up a story, Jeff. You can make it look good. You can talk to a farmer and you tell how much money he's making, but it's not. Same case with rabbit meat. We don't have, it's growing, and I know I'm going to get in trouble with rabbit farmers. It's a growing rabbit meat consuming culture.
But is it us or is it Muzungus or who eats rabbit?
It's just a few communities. Because when's the last time you ate rabbit meat?
I can't remember.
You can't even remember.
Yeah.
So if not something you can remember the last 1 week or 2 weeks or last month, then we don't have a strong culture.
By the way, Caleb, here's a story you probably don't know. When I was a young kid, a little younger than you, I was raising rabbits at home.
All right.
Yeah, I think I had about 10.
Whoa.
And I think I sold 5, 3 died, and I ate the last 2.
Try doing that today.
Yeah.
You need to, if you're going to conduct civic education to have people consume your produce, then you're going to have it rough. I'm not saying you're not going to make it. Right. It's like telling people you're going to sell snail meat.
Can you imagine?
Locally, people will eat, but probably for export, but not locally.
No.
It's not going to happen for you,
At the end of the day, Caleb, why weren't you discouraged? Why didn't you say, you know what? Forget all this, man. I'm losing money. I'm failing in rabbits and pigs and chickens and all this stuff. Why didn't you give up?
I'm stubborn. I'm stubborn because I got into it because I wanted to make money, but midway I changed my focus. I tell people, if you want to be successful, if you want to make it in business, don't focus on the money. And I know it's going to sound cliche. Focus on the problem. As long as the problem exists, provide a solution to that problem. As long as young people don't want to get into farming, that's your solution right there. As long as, Jeff, according to the 2009 census, a census I covered when I was a journalist, it said that the country's population was increasing by 2.5% per annum.
Which is about 1 million people, right?
1 million people a year.
Correct.
The land size is not even increasing by an inch.
No.
So we've got more mouths to feed and few people getting into farming. We've got this microwave generation I'm going to talk about. People want to get into farming and tomorrow morning they're the next millionaires.
Yeah.
I was one of those. It's not going to happen.
It's not.
You've got to go through the learning curve. So since people are impatient, they want to get into broilers that mature in 30, 40 days. This one will take you 6 months.
Aha.
How many young people have the patience to
To
half
wait
a year
yes. For these to mature?
for this to mature, for you to make an income? So people are impatient. So I discovered, oh, you guys don't. I wasn't patient, but farming has forced me to be a very patient person. Jeff, if you call me for a meeting and you don't show up, we agree at 6 p.m. 6:05, I'm out.
Hello.
Nowadays, 8 p.m., you find me there waiting for you. Because I'm a patient person now. Farming has taught me that. So if you're not going to be patient in farming, then don't do it. If you don't learn your trade, if you don't learn your market, don't map it out. Please don't get into farming.
You talked about broilers a moment ago, Caleb. So, and most people are eating broilers, by the way.
Yes,
I mean, a lot of people out there eating
Yes,
broilers.
yes.
Who's buying this? Who's buying Koinange?
Whoa. Where do I even start, Jeff? I'm so happy, and it's sort of, I shouldn't be happy, but it's good that many people are becoming aware of the products that they're consuming. Some of it are carcinogenic, some of it is not as healthy. We have people putting some stuff I won't mention in the broilers to mature quickly.
Correct.
Some hormones.
Yeah.
There's another large constituency of people who are saying, I want to go back to the roots. And you've seen our chicken eating spinach. You've seen them eating worms, eating what have you. It cannot get any more Koinange than this. That's why people are going for more managu, the traditional vegetables. Because you hear people saying, once I eat the sukuma wiki that are being sold in the market, I have ulcers. Where are these ulcers coming from? Because farmers have become a bit crazy. They know the demand of sukuma wiki is very high. A few people are farming. So they are spraying their vegetables, and they are not following the PHA, the pre-harvest interval. So you spray today and tomorrow you're in the market. So you have a lot of chemical residue getting into your tummy.
Yes.
But if you can assure people what I'm doing is 100% organic, chicken is organic, my vegetables are organic, then you're in business.
Is that why, maybe we're not doctors or we're not experts. Oh my goodness, what are these things?
These are geese.
Oh, okay.
Yes. They're good in security.
I hear.
And they
Better
hate-
than dogs, right?
And they hate women, sorry.
Really?
They don't like women. For some reason, they don't like women.
Lifestyle diseases or
Yes.
diseases have suddenly started popping
Yes.
up.
Yes.
People are getting this cancer, this thing, and that thing. Is it because of our
What
food,
we-
our lifestyle,
yes.
garbage in, garbage?
Have you seen, so to say this, some men that look like women? They've got boobs.
Yes.
They've behind they
Yeah,
look
yeah,
like
yeah,
a woman.
yeah.
If you're drinking milk in Nairobi, chances are raw milk, chances are very high that milk has been laced with chemicals because people are doing this. You want to buy a cow that's producing 50 liters. It's not humanly possible if you're not feeding it properly. So they're injecting these cows with the milk hormones to produce more milk. That hormone gets into your system. As a man, what's going to happen? You're going to have man boobs. You're eating broilers that were fed on some stuff I won't talk about on air.
Yeah.
And what's going to end? It's going to end into your system. How come we have IBS, irritable bowel syndrome? Everybody's saying my tummy this, my tummy
Yes,
that.
it's
ulcers,
running.
whatever.
Yes.
It's what we are consuming. There's a lot of lead that's getting into your system because some spinach was grown in a sewer line. And
Yeah.
there's affluent coming.
Human.
And yes,
Yes.
human and some other chemicals
Yes.
to get into your system. So now we need to go back to the roots. However, like I opined the other day at State House, people are afraid or they don't want, it's not cool enough to get into, say, yams or cassava farming. When's the last time, Jeff, you ate cassava?
Oh, the other day actually.
Oh.
I love cassava and I love yams, by the way.
And the yams. But how many people can say, I eat yams every morning? It's too expensive. What was once an orphaned crop, 'cause that's what we call them,
Yeah.
it's now a crop for the rich. Because you can't afford, because not very few people are planting cassavas and the tubers. Very few people. And that's food security. We all want to eat bacon and eggs in the morning. Look where we are.
My goodness.
So lifestyle diseases are going to be with us until we start eating right.
What do you tell young people, Caleb, who may have the passion, like you, have the passion, may not have the money right away? By the way, do you need a lot of money to start?
I will shock you, Jeff. I don't own a piece of land in this country. I don't have a title deed. I lease land. An acre will probably go for 10, 15,000 shillings. A young, 10 lease per year.
Per year?
Per year, yes.
Uh-huh.
And a young man would drink 10,000 shillings on the weekend to impress the girls. That's about 40K at the end of the month. That's 400K you are peeing off every year.
Wasting.
You're wasting 400K. So start with the little that you have. You know, people are looking for capital for millions to get into this. I started with 3 chicken, 1 cock and 2 hens. What do you have? Do you have 100 bob? Can you save 100 bob every day?
Yeah.
Start with what you have. If you're waiting for the millions, for the loan, half a million, 1 million bob, it's not going to come right now.
No. And when it comes, they'll blow it like you did.
Yes.
Because you suddenly came upon money.
Money, I can throw into projects that haven't understood
Yeah.
how the market dynamics come to play. So for the young people out
Yes.
there,
if someone has a quarter acre at home,
start with that. If you can
fence it off or do whatever.
do whatever you can, live within your means. You're not going to become an overnight, and I'm going to say, you're not going to become an overnight millionaire. Understand that you must go through the learning curve. You read success stories, but you don't want to listen to the ugly of farming. There's a good, there's a bad, and then there's the ugly. I focus more on the ugly of farming because good, you get there.
Yeah.
But I want you to avoid the mistakes.
Are people listening to you? Because you talk a lot. You talk to people a lot. You
do.
go out and give talks.
I give talks locally and
Internationally?
Yes, I do.
You're off to Sierra Leone?
Yes, next
to
month.
give a talk?
To give a talk on
They
farming.
asked you to come?
Yes. They look for me on Facebook, on Twitter. They see when I make a lot of noise about what people should be feeding, what people should be whatever. So some people are listening. At least now they're listening. I give a talk, but for mine is, I tell people, I will not tell you what you can Google. I will not tell you that. You cannot Google my experience.
No.
You cannot Google how I have failed in poultry. Jeff, one morning I woke up and 400 chicken died. One morning.
What do you mean?
Yes. They were supposed to be delivered to a client.
That morning?
That morning, I'd had a truck, and I was ready to transport them. You wake up in the morning and one corner 400 are gone. Oh, the previous month, that was June. I'm not talking about years ago. That was this month.
Yeah.
Last month. Now in June, I lost 1,200 chickens.
Oh my.
You still want to be a farmer? You still want to be a farmer? If you're ready, then cool, come.
Caleb, what do you do when you wake up and there's 1,200 or 400 dead in one go?
You
Awaiting delivery?
Yes, you dust yourself up. You call the client and you explain, this and this happened, my word is my bond.
Because they're paid.
They have paid. You gotta go back to your pocket and you have to deliver. You have to. So you explain to the client. One day I sprayed my spinach, half an acre, I oversprayed, they all got burnt. What do? You wake up in the morning and you do it again. It happens even to the best of us. The thing is, don't be afraid to make mistakes. You're a young person, you have the leeway of making a couple of mistakes.
Yeah.
But you don't have to make mistakes if you can get someone to mentor you. I see people coming, Caleb, can you mentor me? I tell them, are you really sure you want me to mentor you? Because I'm going to be hard on you. I will tell you the naked truth. I will tell you what you want me to tell you what you need to hear. I will tell you what even you don't want to hear. I'm going to tell you that. Because I wish someone told me what I'm telling you right now. It's not easy.
It's not.
But it's worth it.
And it's working?
It's beautiful. It's working. I say this is my 6th year of farming, but my first 4 years were a total disaster. Money was coming, but a lot was also going, because I thought I could throw money into projects, but I hadn't understood my market, the culture of the people. Now that I've gone through my learning curve now, I just need to retweak a few things.
Yeah.
I tell people I didn't fail in pig farming. Pigs failed. It's not me. It's the pigs that failed. I'm going to get back into it.
Are you?
Yes, I
You're
will.
determined?
Yes, because I have better information. I've learned. I failed in strawberry farming. I could go back into it because I know where to sell them.
You know the market?
I know the market now. I could do rabbits. I'm not going to do it, but I could do because I now know how to go about it.
Catfish?
Catfish, I'll do catfish because I want the catfish manure, not the catfish themselves.
Is it really good? Is it?
Good for horticulture. So I'm integrating my kikuli farm.
You said this manure is also very good, huh?
Fantastic. With this, you don't even need fertilizers. It has the highest concentration of ammonia and nitrogen. And what you're looking for is nitrogen. That's why people are using inorganic fertilizers.
Correct.
But with this, I don't need. And this is the Mona Lisa of manure, chicken manure. Fantastic.
Are you
Now you mix that with the water from a fish pond.
Yes.
You're fine. I want to get into value addition of catfish. I want to do the fillets, but later on. We are doing a pilot in the Nanyuki farm. It's doing well. The catfish are this size now.
And you refuse tilapia. You don't want tilapia, freshwater fish. You don't,
No, I could do tilapia, but you see, my aim is just the water, not the fish, really. I don't want again to have 101 projects, and I'm not mastering any one.
I was about to ask you, are you afraid of being jack of all trades?
Yes, and I don't want to be that jack. I want to master 2 or 3 things, because as much as and I do partnerships, sometimes I do partnerships with poultry. What I'm doing now is more of consultancy, because there's a huge gap. People have money, Jeff. in this country. I've met people who've got millions of money. They have come, they've poached my employees and my farm. Kind of a challenge. Go, come and throw 10, 20K to my employee. The guy goes, all right? But they have the money, but they don't have the knowledge or the experience.
Correct.
So now that's what I'm sharing. I train, I charge. I tell people it's not for free. I've gone through 6 years. You gotta pay for it.
There you go.
Yes.
Are they listening though?
They're listening.
Are they calling?
I have this. She's called Koinange, and I'm gonna mention her.
Yes.
Young girl taught her how to get into farming. The other day I was in a panel talking about farming, and she was part of the panel discussion.
This kid that you trained?
This kid I trained. I'm like, oh my God, look at this.
Wow.
I go,
Is she doing well?
She's doing fantastic. She's in Gong. She's doing fantastic.
What?
I've got
Poultry?
No, high horticulture.
Okay.
I've got guys I'm buying even chicken from. My students. There's a lady, Jeff, I have to tell this. She's in Meru. She had never touched chicken all her life. During training, people were laughing at her. She couldn't touch. She was afraid. I took her through training, and I forgot about it. A year later, she calls me crying. I'm like, you don't remember Mama Njoki? I'm like, huh? Who are you? Like, I trained so many people. So
Yeah.
she told me, I'm the person who's afraid of touching. No, I remember. She said, today, I've gotten my 2 kids from a public school. Now they're going to a private school because I have extra cash and I can afford to take them to a private school.
No.
I live for those moments, Jeff. Even when my chicken died, when it's not working, sometimes it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I live for such phone calls. You go to people's farms and they are my students. Now they are building their own homes, small, however little it is. That gives me satisfaction.
And when you see young kids, your generation, wanting to go into IT, wanting to have that car, that apartment, all those goodies,
Yes.
and yet they're not adding value. They're just earning a salary,
Yes.
or they're hustling like crazy.
Yes.
What goes through your mind?
You must understand there is something called delayed gratification. Jeff, I would like to drive that machine behind there. Awesome, I love it. I would want to have that instant gratification. And I can get it. I'll go get a loan and I'll drive and I'll feel nice. But that's a floor set. I don't have an asset. So many young people are out there to impress, keeping up with the Joneses.
Yeah.
You need to understand that you have a window. God has given you a window of opportunity in your youth. In Kikuyu we say, or something. One of those, I'm not so good, but it's your youth now, how you end up in your future, in your old age. You're young right now, you've got the time. Don't buy things to impress people who don't even like you. Like they say, buy things you can't afford to. Buy things you don't need to impress people who don't even like you. Stop that. You don't know everything. Jeff, I train people out of the country, but I sit down with Mama Mboga. You should see me talking to a farmer who has 10 chickens. And I'm listening to them because they have something to teach me. But young people, you pretend you know everything because you got Dr. Google.
Yeah.
It's not going to
Yeah,
work.
it's right here on your app.
It's right here, you know.
Yes.
We can look at the hardware and the software of farming, but people are focusing more on the software.
Yeah.
We need again to have a factory reset of our minds as young people, that farming pays, but let's not make it look so sexy. You can package it as it's cool, and it's okay, it's cool, but let's give people shock treatment. Let's tell them the truth. You will do this and you might fail, but don't fail.
You're 34, Caleb. How long do you want to do this?
Until the last day I go to my grave.
Yeah?
Yes.
This is a lifelong career.
Jeff, I haven't even thought of inter-county trade, and there's intra-Africa trade. Correct. Come on, man, come on. The East Africa region, 150 million people.
Plus.
You've got 7 billion people in the world to feed. Come on, we're just getting started. We're just getting warmed up.
You're going to be rich one day, Caleb, like filthy rich.
I don't want to be filthy rich, I want to be wealthy. Rich, you can count a few coins, Jeff. I want to be wealthy. And that wealth, I want the wealth that impacts people's lives. I don't want to go and look at my bank balance and I feel nice. Jeff, I want to drive in my Overpinch 2016, white in color, or whatever car, and I want to drive to Tondonyang Primary School or some school in Pokot under a tree, and I want to pay school fees for all the kids there and go home and come back to Nairobi without having media covering that event.
Yes.
I want to be that farmer that will just drive to Kenyatta National Hospital, go to the cancer ward, pay a few bills to 10, 30 people because I have money and I can afford to make someone's life better. I want to walk into someone's farm and look at where are they going wrong and just help them. Give them chicken, give them a cow, give them water. That's what I want to do. It's not about accumulating wealth without a purpose.
Yeah.
It's meaningless.
Wow. Bottom line, before you take me on a grand tour,
Right.
do you regret working for K24 as a journalist, or working as a journalist, period? Do you regret that, or was that a means to an end? Was that part of the journey?
I don't regret because one thing I say, K24 gave me the opportunity Because mind you, Jeff, I quit campus. I didn't tell you that.
No.
One day I woke up, second year, I'm a geek. I'm an IT guy.
Right.
I got bored and I walked out. And K24 believed this guy who doesn't even have a CV and gave me a job. My first time to fly out of the country, you done this next to this guy called Jeff Koinange. Cameroon,
Remember?
all right?
Yeah.
Rwanda, thanks to you. My first time in a hot air balloon was thanks to you when you were the Mara.
Mara.
You know, you remember?
Yes.
So I don't regret K24 was good, gave me opportunity,
Yeah.
and we want to build on that now. Fine, they give me that opportunity, I want to give back to people. I want to, there are students I train for free. Because K24 was there for me. They believed in me. That's what I want to do. So would I go back to television? I don't think so. I could consult what I know in terms of doing human interest stories,
Yeah.
but not appearing on screen.
No.
This is my last interview actually on TV. Yes. This year I said I'm not going to do interviews.
Is that right?
Yes. You have this thing about,
By the way,
I can't say no to you.
No, thank you.
I can't say no.
Who's Wendy?
Wendy is my firstborn daughter. She's now 5 years.
Oh.
Yes, and my last one's called Brianna. 2 girls. Chapter closed. Don't go there. Don't go there.
Never say never.
Yeah.
Like these cocks here.
Yeah, like this cocks. My cocks. Doing good.
We're going to take a break, come back. Let's do the tour. My goodness. If you haven't been inspired by Caleb Karuga's story, then you're watching the wrong channel. This is a story for the ages, especially young people. He's only 34. He's been through hell and back, through the grind. He never gave up. That's what we mean when we talk about the future of Kenya. When we come back, we take a tour. By the way, this is only one of Caleb's little projects. This is a microcosm of what he actually does. Let's take a look. Hopefully, give somebody out there hope. Keep tweeting at Caleb Karuga, at Koinange Jeff, the hashtag Ukulima Sio Ushamba. Did I get that right?
You got it right.
Thank you, sir. Jeff Koinange live on the road in Thika off the Garissa Highway takes a break. We'll be back in a moment.
Oh my.
One more.
Oh my.